And you too, in 4 days and 75 hours, can, you know, repair a door. Does it work? Please work. I'm not taking you apart again. Down. Up. Perfect. I'll clean up all the lube and all that other stuff, but works like butter. All right. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And well, if it's your first time, hello. Anywho, got a 74 Super Beetle. I know it's been like Super Beetle madness around here if you've been watching long enough. But anyway, this guy's in here for a simple GVI, general visual inspection. So it's a post-buy inspection, and it does need a little bit of, you know, maintenance-y things. Engine freshen up, got to fix a window on that side and put an ignition tumbler in because that key is a pain in the butt to operate. Yeah, I think that's all right. I got to put, you know, the rubbers in here, but other than that, you know, and then just give it a once over to make sure it's mechanically sound and nothing, you know, it was portrayed honestly to the new owner, which it honestly it looks great, to be honest with you. So I don't see finding too many things, but you know, who knows. But I guess I'm going to start with one of the things I don't want to do and I hate doing. And it's not wiring, it's fixing windows. Because that driver window is stuck up and it's not connected to the regulator anymore, or that's what it feels like. So let's get set up over there and yeah, see what's going on. Hopefully it's something simple. Never is. All right, I guess I'm gonna start by getting everything I need. They're new handles. I even think I have a spare. Because convertibles are different than the old HTs, hardtops. Oh, it's just a new bezel. Handle's original. Anywho, I digress and regress to doing what I was doing. Ah, come off. There we go. Someone, well, you can't see. That shouldn't have blown off like that, but someone's cut that. That's not broken. Because it doesn't even fit. Okay. Window roller-y thingy. Looks like there's all new hardware. You know, just make sure you put stuff where you're going to lose it. Door handle. Now, I do know the owner said it has had a, you know, restoration. All intents and purposes, it looks like I lose stuff. Ugh. Well, that's a slotted. I'll be back. It presents well. Sure, if I stare at it long enough, you know, and get orange blinded, I'll find things. But as of right now, it doesn't look too bad. All right, door panel. Gently pop this off. Come on. Be nice. There's 2 more left. There it is. set you over there. All right, window. What are you doing? Well, there's the regulator. You're gonna get paint, aren't you? Put the screw back in. All right. There's the roller. All right, one arm's still attached. Oh, this is a mess. What is this, tar? All right, I think it's these 3 bolts. I'm a little rusty on doing this. One, 2. I want to add a washer. The other one did not. 3. All right, well, that's loose. Will I be able to slide this out now? Oh, I like how the door's cut. I'm sure someone's tried to do something like this before. There we go. What I was trying to do is get the track slid over enough off the detent so the glass would be free. Which only, damn it. There we go. Now don't slide back in there. There we go. All right. Let me get some tape to hold this window up. All right, found some tape. I'm just gonna pull this thing up and out of the way. Stay enough for me to get at least a piece on, please, and thank you. All right, up, boop, tape that. All right, guys, I don't know actually where I left off, but yeah, we got to pull the, window guide up and out. So tape the window, loosen the screw, everything else is loose, which I might put a bolt in, just hold it out of the way, probably not, I don't know. But we got to move this up enough to get the arm itself out from behind this regulator so I can get the regulator out of the door. All this is to see what's actually broken on this regulator and see if I can fix it or if I have to order another one. So hopefully it cooperates. All right, after tearing this door apart, I found out that what I thought was clear, you know, because there's supposed to be bolt up here and so on and so forth, and then throwing my bore scope in here to see what's going on, the bolt sheared and stuck in here. So, yeah, draw it out. Been fighting for it with this way too long. So let me drill this out and, well, I'll be back to you. All right, now that that is drilled out, I can put stuff back together to pull this window thing out. Well, put stuff back that I didn't need to take apart because I was fighting something that, well, you can't see what I'm talking about. Yeah, gonna put some things back together that I took apart to try to get this thing out because I was not thinking and I lost stuff. Great. Anywho's. I just need, hopefully, everything to cooperate. The more stuff I shove down here, the harder it is to get other stuff out. Wedge you back up there. Will that be better? I'm experimenting, guys, I guess is what I'm saying. Ah, jeez. What I'm fighting is the backside of this adjuster screw currently. The arm keeps hitting on it, preventing me to do anything or get it below it so I can pull the track out. Get out of there. All right, so that's at least out. You can tell by the sounds that it's making. But did you give me enough to slide back? Yes. Now just get out of here. All right. We're having so much fun with this. What I'm going to attempt to do is get this adjuster out so I can get this window out. This guy, because she's locked in there. So that's good. If I gack the threads a bit, I don't care. I'll just run a tap over them or a die. And was that it? Yes. two-hand operation. Actually, like four hands. Come on. Pop. Pop. There we go. Hopefully take this thing out, then I can get this whole vent window assembly out. Then I can pull the window up. Then I can pull the regulator out. Slide out now. Boink. All right. Find a place where I can put this and break it. Pull the window up, secure it. Where'd my tape go? There it is. Actually, I'll just throw a screwdriver in there. Or, just something to wedge it. That'll be fine. And now hopefully we can just pull this window out. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Eek. Wedge better. And now hopefully we can pull this regulator out to see what damage is going on. Where are you stuck in now? Come on, get out of there. All right, one regulator. Out. Stay. And just that easy. All right, let me take a look at this and I'll bring you in. Well, I can tell you what's going on right now, actually, just by looking. This arm is supposed to be attached back here, like out, spring. Oh man, everything's so tight. I'm gonna lube all this stuff up. But yeah, it's supposed to be attached like so. So I can, do its, it's just a rivet. So I can do its pivoty thing. Let me see if I can figure out what I want to do. This is on the inside of the door. So really what I think I'm going to do, because that shouldn't interfere with anything, is I'll put a bolt in, weld it, instead of riveting it, put like a carriage bolt or just the head, shave it down, weld it, and call it good. Basically fix this. But first we're going to lube all this, get it actually working freely so we don't have this binding popping issue again. What a pain in the butt. I'll be back with you with some updates. All right, guys, quick update. This arm section and everything, thing that moves that I showed earlier, it's locked up bigger than, big. So, heating it, lubing it, heating it, lubing it, heating it, lubing it kind of thing, just to get it to hopefully break free and move as it should. And the thing is, I got plastic clips on here too, so I can't really get that aggressive to try to free this up. On the backside, the sliders. So it's a little bit at a time, but yeah, you can see. Well, it'll be hard for you to see, but I'll try to show you. This arm is just, she's stiff. And what I'm trying not to do, obviously, is break another one. So just fire and lube, fire and lube. Try to get the, rust to cook out of there. So I get nice, smooth operation. So this is gonna, take another 3.5 hours to try to get this thing working again. It's the, the little jobs that are a pain in the butt. Like I said, I work on so many different models. I'm not justifying it, but it's hard to remember how to take everything apart all the time, or what regulator. Like the early model doors, so much simpler. They have a huge hole in them. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting some movement. Yeah, you could maybe see all the schmutz that's coming out of it. So like I said, I'll keep doing this and I'll get back to you hopefully with a fixed regulator and, slamming it back in the car. But yeah, this is why things cost, I'm not going to say so much. Could I have bought a new regulator? Yeah, I could have. Would have been cheaper to do? Maybe, but longevity, no idea. I like the older stuff if I can save it more than, the new stuff. Seems to hold up better even if you have to repair them. Fix everything, pop the pins, get this thing working again correctly, and get back to you. Pretty much I'm just gonna keep flushing this pivot point till pretty much only lube's coming out and no more rust. And by that time I'd kind of figure it's as flush as it can be. I mean, it's running redder now, so I say we're almost done. Or I'm almost done with it. But I'm rambling, and how much do you want to see me clean a hinge? Because trust me, as much as you want to see me clean the hinge, I want to be doing this. It's just exciting for me as well. So I'll be back with hopefully a fully restored fixed hinge. Or, hinge, pivot point, window, regular operating mechanism. I'll be back. All right, guys. Sorry about the background noise. I got the jet heater running, so, it's cold. Anywho's, hopefully you can hear me. TIG welded a washer on. I don't know if that'll really pick up, but yeah, TIG welded TIG the washer on there, grade 8 bolt flush. So she looks factory, and I ran it up and down, and it works to the point where, let's slap this thing back in the car, and hopefully we have a operational window. So let me get set up, and I'll be right back to you. But simple enough fix. Everything's working as it should, I guess. Hopefully I won't have the heat going next scene. Well, hello, expert YouTuber back, because the camera died and I didn't realize it. You didn't miss much. Got the regulator in, and it was just, whoop, whoop, in. The difficulty was getting it out. Putting it in, just simple. Still don't know why that's cut. But yeah, that just went in. So right now, let me get the glass on its regulator. Oh yeah, and I put the rubber in. I'm sorry. I got a little antsy. But yeah, let me get the thing into the track. The grease feels okay now that it's well lubed with lube. Brought it around, but we'll grease it again, or I'll grease it again. Let's see if this cooperates. And it should, because I don't have this vent window in, so I can actually pull this guy forward to where it needs to be versus, screwing around like I did taking it out. I swear, I almost know what I'm doing with this car, or these cars. Let's see, align that one Come on. Align. Align, please. All right, that one's in. Let's sit my butt down. No, you were aligned, now you're not. Align. All right, you're in. You stay in. You didn't listen. All right, now you. You have to go in now too. You just want to go all the way down now? I don't know either, guys. I'm guessing here. I got it wedged. Unwedge. Come on. You're almost there. There it is. Okay, that's in. Roll this down. Slide the window so hopefully it doesn't fall out of the thing. There we go. Blink. All right, so she slid in her things. You might be able to see it moves. I don't want to move it too crazily just due to the fact that I don't have the forward sash in or the vent window. But that's next, because all hopefully I have to do with that is slide it in and put its, alignment pin in. Also got to readjust these things because, well, I messed with everything trying to get this out. So, all right, let me get that vent window and see what happens. But I still got to get the window down far enough so I can get this vent window in. Vent window in. Ow. Window. Window now somehow make its way into the chine. Boy, do I have an origami situation going on. Right, did you engage? Are you engaged? All right. Window is now in the chine. And that's there. All right. I think we are making progress. This adjuster. How the hell am I going to get the adjuster in now? I should be able to hook it after. This window doesn't feel like it's in the guide on that side, though, too well. Or at all. Huh. Interesting. Tighten that down. I'll get a rag because I anti-seize that. It's all over. All right, guys. I'll be honest. I've been messing around with this thing way longer than I wanted to be. I have practically everything was loosened. so on and so forth. Put bolts in that were missing. So now you got to bolt up here, loosen this back track. Hopefully, by tightening this, I'm not going to screw this thing up now. But yeah, just tweaking the two bottom adjusters in and out, pulling the frame, getting it to line up. And, well, down and up. It's good. So let's hopefully put everything back together and not screw anything up. Because, you know, that would be ideal. That's it. That's the fit. Okay, then. All right. Well, I guess it was like that. Aftermarket parts, man. Put the finger guard back in. Ka-dunk. All right. And you too, in 4 days and 75 hours, can, you know, repair a door. Does it work? Please work. I'm not taking you apart again. Down. Up. Perfect. I'll clean up all the lube and all that other stuff, but works like butter. All right. Next thing, we're in this area. I got to replace the key, the ignition. How are we looking on battery and everything else? Semi-good. So let me get a little stretch. The old knees are hurting me, and then we'll replace this key tumbler. And then we should be just moving on to the outside of the car. Joy. Engine, anyway. All right, guys, let's do this. That seat is in here properly. All right, steering wheel removal for ignition purposes. Lower valance has to come off. No screw there, that's good. I think there's a screw in this one. All right, anywho, there wasn't. So that's good. It was just slid up in there. So undo that, gets you access to the bottom. All right, steering wheel. These Super Beetles. Hold on. Check mic. All right, we're good enough. All right, on these Super Beetles. Yeah, too much stuff going on. Already popped it loose, but just put your fingers on, rip it off. When it's ripped off, give it a quarter turn and she'll pop off. It has that weird indent on the back of it. All right, 27 nut for the wheel. Zip that off. And pull said steering wheel out. Just set it to the side. All right, all this stuff, we'll undo the connectors at the bottom. They'll just pull right out, hopefully, if they're not completely screwed up. 1, 2, pull those connectors out, and this thing should just jiggle wiggle out. Once you take these 4 screws out, more into detail, try to get some light in here. Oh, there we go. Went into more detail on how to do all this. But unfortunately, because I was working in a shell of a car, all the audio just, I mean, it sounded like I was talking inside of a baked potato that was left in a coffee can for 3 weeks. I got disconnected. The reason we're changing this is because, yeah, you got to do the old mouth and moon maneuver. So, get it. Oh, I still got it connected. Unconnect it. Turn your key to a position. Pull out your tumbler. You don't have to pull it out. You can leave it in. Button. There's a little hole right here. If it focuses, that hole, push in and pull the key out at the same time. It'll release the tumbler. Where's my other pick? They can be finicky, but they will come out. Or it says they can be finicky, but they will come out. Come out. There we go. Boop. One tumbler. Out. New tumbler. Installation, same as uninstallation. Yeah, you don't get the cool VW key, whatever. It sounded real dickish. Because it was. Align your good stuff again. Get everything aligned and just it'll slot in where it finds its correct home. And when it slots in, you know, because both parts, you know, get clipped to. Well, I don't know when that happened, but somehow I turned off my mic. Good. It's reassembled. I'll voice over it terribly, I guess. But yeah, ignition switch in. Works, turns easy, so on and so forth. Ooh, I gotta put this mirror on. All right, that's good. Yeah, nothing I could do to top that line. Just a little bit of an air leak. But what the heck? Oh. So, all right, we're good here. Let me fix the other side. Can't leave well enough alone. The driver or passenger side wasn't fitting good. It's just because when I had top back and put the top back forward, the side glass got out of whack. So, all right. I guess the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to scratch the crap out of this car with my tripod. I am kidding. Ooh, aerial view. And let me get this thing racked up. Don't mind the electric. What are you doing? Do not mind the electric banana in the background. Get this car jacked up or on the lift, and we're going to do some engine stuff. Finally. Going well. All right, guys. Back in the engine compartment where, you know, ease stuff happens. Car's obviously racked up, and I got my, you know, starter button attached. What I'm going to do to this thing is make it run more gooder. It's a very interesting setup it has going on. Something I rarely do, and they actually have an equalization tube, I'll bring it in a second, from, you know, right side carburetor to left side carburetor. So I don't know if that was their way to try to get away from syncing them correctly, but we'll address that. But right now, let me turn the key and let you guys hear what it sounds like, and we'll go from there. Ooh. All right, key on. Give it a couple pumps. For a cold start, it's not too bad. That carb seems like it is lagging a bit. Let me shut her down. Yeah, cold start fires up pretty good. This side sounds like it's lagging, just using the old ear dynamometer. So let me disconnect this linkage and unplug the crossover line, or undo the crossover line, and yeah, try to get a sync on this thing. See how bad they are. Let me bring you in a little bit more, and I'll show you what I'm talking about with the crossover in a second. What is it, 8? Yeah, I'm just gonna undo one of these carbs so I can get to do the sync. Like I said, this side sounds like it was lagging, so we'll take this one off. How long this thing has been sitting, that looks good. Why is that like that? Oh, we'll fix that too. First, let's get this thing running. Actually, it's getting electronics. Let's put electronics in this thing real quick. Just because I'm here. So, let me grab one. Boop. And screwdriver. I know you guys see me put these things in 1,000 times at this point. They don't change, except now that's a Phillips. Awesome. Now they just pigtailed it. Anyhow, get that out. I'm going to punch that thing out. The stopper, but I'm going to leave the thing in there. The condenser, I'm going to leave it on, so I'm just going to blow out the backside. Like so. So now the condenser is just hanging out. So just in case you did have to, man, the light sucks right now. I don't know why. So just in case you did have to throw points in, the condenser's at least there for you. Grab the new electronics. Let me set this stuff up real quick. Screw Allen thing. Doot, doot, doot. Snug. Boop. Grommets in, wires are good enough. Nice and relaxed, if you will. Throw the rotor button, or the pickup on. Rotor button. Dust shield. Rotor button. All right. Now it has electronics. How do I have terminals? Yes. So as always, black goes to the negative side of the coil, or where your points, you know, originally hooked up to, and then the red wire goes to your 12-volt switch. Which I'm happy I have a terminal. Doink. And okay. Electric conversion complete. Let's twist this off and see if it runs. Obviously, I hope it should, but we'll just figure it out. Ugh. Right, key on. Sort of. Really delayed on this side. Light. Damn it. It's always the end I don't want to drop, I drop. All right, all intents and purposes, that should be number 1. Get you out of the way. Negative's just a negative. And positive, I'm hoping I can. All right, I don't have power there. Crap. I should have power. It's B+. Weird. There's my backup battery. So either I don't have power or I don't have ground. What is it? Which one is it? No ground. Okay. This is why we check. Boop. It's like that terminal should have power, but it did not. All right. So let's fire this thing up. I'm going to loosen that distributor. I know you saw me pull out the 10. There it is. Losing my mind, guys. Just slightly loosen this thing so I can twist it, you know, get her a little happy, and then we'll screw it to carbs next. Key on. Is this firing order weird? Number 1. There's my marks. Oh, please. All right, for whatever reason, my light wasn't picking up TDC mark. So, clean it, mark it. Let's try it again. There it is. Way off. All right, timing right now, I just have it at base time at 10, which is fine for right now. You can see it runs slightly better, not great. Pulling it, they're way off. I'm almost 20 on the driver's side and I'm about 7.5 on the passenger. So she's idling off of this side basically, and that's why I said driver or passenger side sounds like it's really lagging. So let me get some some things and yeah, sync these things up. I'll try to do it with the crossover. I never recommend it, but I want to see if it'll dial in with that, or if I just have a massive pull vacuum style that way. Just shows you the equalizer tube doesn't really mean it equalizes anything. Also have to change the battery. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, car's obviously off. What I'm gonna do is, because I know this one's pulling less, I'm just gonna give it a couple twists to raise the idle on this side. And you know, it might run like a bat out of hell, but we're gonna raise that one, and then we're gonna try to bring them down equally, or either rev them higher, give or take on one side. I'll pull some out of this one actually, if I can see it. All right, I backed that one out some. So let's twist this off, see where I'm at, and then adjust accordingly, I guess. I don't know. I'm guessing with this car. Key on, fire up, hopefully. You can see it's smoothed out. That's pretty dang close. We're gonna drop this side some. Okay. All right, I wrangled that shroud into place as best as I can. Gonna put new hardware in. I'm not gonna run those flat heads, the pan heads. I'm gonna put actual M6x1 bolts in. They'll also be easier to remove if you gotta take this thing out again. All right, let's see if I can get this heat hooked up. Oh, moneyful. All right, hose clamps. These tubes have definitely seen better days. All right, let me finish attaching this heat stuff. And I'll get back to you. Still got to time the engine. But at least I feel better about myself having these connected. All right, just went back and set, oh, jeez. All right, just went back, set the timing. Obviously the carbs are attached. I know you can't see me, but we'll see what it does on a fire. All right. Nice. All right, so she's running. I got a little odds and ends I'm gonna have to do, or I'm gonna do change the oil, obviously, and oil, valves, stuff I've done countless amount of times. So oil, valves, if something's up with any adjustments on the valves, I'll bring you in, and relocate this fuel filter. So maybe, hopefully, if all goes well, you won't see me again, but we'll be doing a test drive early tomorrow morning because, yeah, it's starting to get a little late. But let me wrap this thing up as far as what I need to do on my end. Yeah, we'll take it out on the road. Pretty straightforward, pretty nice, pretty easy. Good car all in all so far. And like I said, if I find something, you know, developments, if you will, I'll bring you in and show you what I got going on. So stay tuned for whatever ramble is going to be coming next. All right, guys, obviously we're not driving yet. Car's still on the lift, but it is a nice chilly morning. We're looking at 45 degrees. It's a bit brisk. I'm going to actually not take away because I also want to see how the cold start is. So cold start this thing up here, let it warm around, spin it around, and then we'll go on a drive. So let's see how the cold start does. Looks like I gotta clean some tools out of here too. Completely forgot about them. All right, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna do this? One pump. And start with foot to the floor, like normal. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna let this thing warm up, and then hopefully next scene you'll see, we'll do a quick drive. Yeah, sounds about right. A little choppy cold, dual carbs, no choke. Went back, messed with that. Sorry. Got the timing going, man. You were jumping like crazy. Dial the timing in a little bit more. It's better. On NASCAR, this shift's good. Fine. The clutch seems like it needs a little work. Second gear, shifted in fine, knocks good. I don't even know if that camera's on. I might only have one camera going right now. But feels fine. And this is a less than motivated or a excited test drive, but just want to make sure she runs. Plus I now have a fuel leak. The ring on the top of this, I put a new gasket in, forgot to show it. Put a new gasket in and yeah, it's leaking. So the fix is, you know, RTV around it. Aftermarket tanks and gaskets, man, they just don't seal anymore. But brakes work good, clutch is probably going to need to be replaced. I'd say to give it about a season. Replace it. I got to lower the idle because I moved the timing. But other than that, yeah, I'll give it a bill of health check. Let's head back to the shop mainly because I'm cold. And the heat, well, there in theory, prosperity, if you will. Can't lose this because this is the ignition for the entire car. So I'll put that where it'll promptly fall on the floor. There. Just gotta drop the idle some. She's really high. Sounds probably about 1,200. Join me on the big camera. Yeah, join me on the big camera. I'm gonna wrap this thing up, drive her back to the shop, see, yeah, just wrap it up. Everything's good. Mainly the door and the window. Like butter. Warm, delicious, salted butter. Lots of police today. It's very policey. Well, I'm driving a freaking Easter egg. A very obvious, subtle. Yeah, we're looking for an orange Beetle with a black top. Certainly that's not that guy. Driving around all willy-nilly like, what does he think, this is America? Anywho, go join me on the camera. The car's doing fine, so I'm rambling. Yes, back in the shop, and also because I'm indecisive, this is the second time I'm recording an outro. Different angle. Didn't like the front view. Anywho, the 74 back in the shop. It ran good. The engine did all right. I think I said on one of the cameras, don't know if it's a clip, I had to bump just a little more timing in there. It was falling on its face. So cheated the system, gave it some more timing. The carbs, they're tired. The shafts, you can tell they're not the happiest. Could also, like I said, the car's been sitting for a while. Just might need some circulation. Anyway, drop the oil on it. It sounds good now. The brakes work. The window works. The ignition works flawlessly. So yeah, only recommendations on the buy. You might have a season out of the clutch, and it lifts way high. I did go back and try to adjust it. Sorry, didn't show it. It's a wing nut. Boop, boop, boop. Back it off some, or tighten it some. Anywho, pick a direction and see if it fixes your problem. But yeah, probably has a season on the clutch. Could last forever. Just depends on your driving habit. It felt fine. It felt healthy. It just lifts way higher than I like. But with that said, this car is done. It's a nice car. It presents itself well. I think he did a good buy when he purchased this thing. But yeah, I guess all I have to say now is if you like this episode, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. If you do, promise you, we will chit chat. As always, thanks for watching. Hopefully, see you on the next one. Thanks, guys. I don't know what was up with my head, but thank you for watching. Hopefully, see you on the next one.